former U.S. National Security Agency contractor and intelligence leaker Edward Snowden remains in the transit zone of a Moscow airport. On Tuesday, the country's Federal Migration Service chief said Snowden will remain there for the time being and that there's no news on his status. Snowden has been inside the airport for more than a month while Russia considers his temporary asylum request. Russia refuses to extradite Snowden despite U.S. pressure to hand him over. Snowden's father spoke out again on Monday, defending his son's actions. Very little is known about the U.S. National Security Agency. The people who work there and the work that they do on a daily basis is also shrouded in secrecy. In a rare public appearance, NSA Director Keith Alexander is slated to be the keynote speaker on Wednesday at the Black Hat Hacker Conference in Las Vegas. CCTV's Jim Spellman takes a closer look at the man behind the secretive agency.
He runs one of the most powerful intelligence agencies in the world, but even in Washington, little is known about NSA Director General Keith Alexander. James Bamford has written about the NSA and is critical of the secretive agency.
He could walk in front of the White House, not only would the tourists not recognize him, 90% of the people in the White House wouldn't recognize him. But he has this enormous power. Nobody in history has ever had this much power and intelligence.
The four-star U.S. Army general is a West Point graduate who has run the NSA for nearly 8 years, longer than any of his predecessors. His agency's mission includes collecting data that could stop another terrorist attack.
They hide amongst us to kill our people. Our job is to stop them.
After it was revealed by former NSA contractor Edward Snowden that the NSA was collecting phone call data from millions of American citizens, Alexander was forced to defend his agency and the controversial programs that some call an assault on civil liberties.
In recent years, these programs, together with other intelligence, have protected the U.S. and our allies from terrorist threats across the globe, to include helping prevent the potential terrorist events over 50 times since 9/11.
In 2010, Alexander was given a new assignment to establish U.S. Cyber Command, made up of military personnel from all 4 of the United States Armed Services. Cyber Command's mission is to perform military operations in cyberspace. The command currently has about 1,000 cyber warriors, but will grow to nearly 5,000 in the next few years.
He runs this new command along with NSA, Cyber Command, and that actually has the ability to launch wars, cyber wars.
Critics like Bamford say Alexander and the NSA have too much power and too little oversight. But Alexander says the secrets are necessary.
The reason we use secrecy is not to hide it from the American people, not to hide it from you, but to hide it from those who walk among you who are trying to kill you.
Alexander shows no sign of backing down. Last week, the NSA announced that the program to collect phone call metadata had been renewed and, for now, will continue. Jim Spellman, CCTV, Washington.